Hey YouTube, it's the morning brew. December 9th, been week late. Yeah. So, I know I've been kind of spastic about my recordings, and I'm sorry for that, but last week over the Thanksgiving weekend, on Sunday night, unfortunately my family, we suffered a loss in one of our older dogs, Nena, who passed away due to complications with her heart and other stuff like that. And it really stunk, and it really hurt, and honestly, we're still kind of dealing with it. And I know to some people it might seem silly to be still, hurting it in a way for a dog, but I had her since she was 6 weeks in a day. She passed away at almost 12 years of age. She meant the world to my mother, and she helped my mother get through the grieving process of losing my dad. And she helped me get through the grieving process of losing my mother. And honestly, when my son came home and everything, she was a big part of the family. My son absolutely adored her. He still occasionally calls her name out, not realizing that she's gone. And obviously, he doesn't understand. He's only a year old. But yeah, cheers to my little dog. I miss her. She was awesome. Anyways, so I'm back on schedule. I will say that Mondays and Fridays will be a gamble. I may or may not record on those days because my schedules are tougher. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to look forward to. So let's get on with the news because I'm still doing game reviews on the back end, and I'll have videos of that soon too. Let me get these off for a minute. Oh, that's much worse. Why did I do that? Too late. Anyways, in entertainment news, or more like I like to share this because I thought it was hilarious, the YouTube channel Screen Junkies, known for their honest trailers, did a trailer on Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'll have up here, and you can go look for them. They're freaking awesome. And I'll say this. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie. I love it so much that even when they're making fun of it, I can't help but smile at how good this damn movie was. Starring Chewbacca. Good one right there. Oh, the Space Avengers. This is fantastic. Anyways, so yeah, make sure you check out their YouTube channel if you're not already part of their collaborative subscribers like I am. And if you're not, you should be, because they have some great trailers. They did a great tribute to Little Mermaid. They've done some amazing, honest trailers that I just love it. Them and CinemaSins, who does the Everything Wrong With trailers, are two of my guilty pleasures on a regular basis. So I just wanted to share that, and of course I'm keeping to the small format now from now on. So it's share, like it, share quick. Anyways, moving on. Some rumors came out from thisweek.com. Rumors claiming that the channel Sci-Fi, or Sci-Fi as some of us like to call it, has started production on a show called Krypton, a prequel to Superman. Why? Just because Gotham's doing really good, and by the way, I love Gotham, does not mean that anybody cares to know about Krypton that much. It's being written and produced by David S. Goyer, the guy who wrote Man of Steel, which I hated, who is writing the upcoming Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, which I really don't care for the idea, because it's based on the same guy who wrote Man of Steel. But apparently they're writing a story based around the idea of Kal-El's grandfather, Superman's grandfather, and how he was trying to bring in justice, equality, and prosperity to a chaotic Krypton. So, in other words, we're going back to the good old days where people are trying not to be too racist, too ignorant, and, well, you get the gist. I really don't care. I'm a comic book fan. I've always been a Superman fan, not as much of a not as big as a Batman fan, but always been a Superman fan. I am familiar. I know the Bottle City at Cantor exists, and I know there's been alternate realities where Superman was born, crash landed in Russia and become the Red Sun, and so on and so forth. But this, Superman's a hard character to get right in video games. He's even harder to get right in movies, as we've seen in past collaborations and productions. And he's even harder to really do on television, as Smallville portrayed so horribly well that it's not easy. So now to create Krypton, a world where most viewers aren't going to be familiar with it. Most viewers won't even understand what the heck's going on in it. And worse, it's based on the universe of Man of Steel, which, let's just say nobody cared too much what was going on in Krypton. I'm sure hardcore fans like my friend the Man Zombie is, yelling at his screen going, "What the hell's wrong with you?" What the hell's wrong with me is I don't like Man of Steel. So let me know what you think in the comments. Are you interested in watching Krypton? Have you been watching Gotham? Because that's the one I think is great. And of course the rumors of the Suicide Squad movie are flying around, but again, I think they're trying to cash in on the Guardians of the Galaxy bit here, where the most obscure things that comic books have to offer turn to be the most successful. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy is very obscure, and yes, it was very well produced and very methodically done, and did break box office numbers and weekends and all that stuff. But here's the thing: Marvel produced it. In this case, DC's not doing anything for it. It's someone else on a cable channel that's known for its lackluster quality of entertainment, sci-fi. And give me all the crap you want. Sci-fi notoriously makes horrible B-class movies, and their shows are never really that great. There's the occasional gem here and there, but let's face it, their track record is not the greatest. So we'll see what happens. On that note, the last piece of news that I'm sharing, I'm excited like a fanboy. Dragon Ball Fukatsu no F. No, Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F. The next movie in the series by Akira Toriyama, it's Dragon Ball Z Revival of Frieza. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a trailer with subtitles, please do so. Though you don't really need it. I can explain the plot for you. After the Battle of the Gods, Goku, of course, is now training to be the Super Saiyan God and get accustomed to his powers. Meanwhile, Frieza's former army, or what's left of the remnants of his army, come to Earth to find the Dragon Balls and revive their fallen leader. And guess what? They do, because that's what the movie's about. And it looks good. The crazy part is that, a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans will say, well, how the hell is Frieza gonna even have a remote chance of fighting Goku when we prove that the Super Saiyan God surpasses even Super Saiyan level 3 by leaps and bounds of insane power, and Frieza couldn't keep up with the first Super Saiyan when he wasn't even fully trained in the abilities, and it was a very weak and raw powered version of Goku, and now his finesse and refined attacks and abilities would pulverize him in a second. Good point, I would say to you, if that's what you actually said, but you probably didn't, but I did, so good to me. Well, according to Akira Toriyama, Frieza will have another form. A fourth one. Why? I don't care why. I want to see it. If you watch the other Dragon Ball Z movies, his brother Cooler did have a fourth transformation, claiming that he had surpassed his brother long ago, and supposedly, according to continuity, Frieza would never have had it. So we'll have to find out, how does Frieza get a new form, and how powerful is he really? Because there's scenes of him and Goku fighting, and he's still in his last form that he fought Goku in. Not the weird cybernetic one, but the funky, weird ET one he has. Not ET. I'm not gonna... the weird grays. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. It looks freaking fantastic. It looks like they've worked on more character models, and they're aging the characters well. And I will say that Goku looks like he's sporting a new gi with a new master symbol on it. And it looks like Bills and geese or guys or what guys. I will be making a comeback into this movie because I guess Frieza is that big of a threat. As if you do remember watching the first one, Battle of the Gods, Bills had mentioned that Frieza was a good prodigy to be a god of destruction, but he needed to learn his place. So this could be Bills' fault in giving Frieza more power due to his revival. Who knows? He's the god of construction and chaos. He might just do it just to get his jollies off. So with that, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the show again, and hopefully I can continue back into my regular routine and doing this every day. So until then, please tune into our channel. Check out our website. You can check out some unboxings by our northern brother in Canada, Robert, doing unboxings for Nerdblock and other such services. And of course, check out our Geeky Castillo Facebook page, which our administrator and community admin, Meg, or better known as Lady Loki, will gladly guide you through the remnants of what's left. I myself will be back on track, and hopefully, after the holidays and all the dust has settled, be back to normal track. But for now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hopefully enjoying the show. And until next time, do yourself a favor. Enjoy your brew.